Hello, Dick. Charlie Paulk.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
We're the only two on, I guess, Dick.
Oh, is that right?
Now, where are you from, Dick?
Mystic, Connecticut.
Dick, Connecticut. Are you the president up there now?
Yep.
Great.
Yep. And we had a president's meeting last Friday, and we discussed what you guys had been discussing, and we came to the same conclusion that you guys came to, which was none. And part of that was because we didn't think we would come to a conclusion until you had come to your conclusion, and then we can take it from there to see if we want to refresh your memory a little bit. Connecticut only has 16 CCRCs, has every resident of CCRC is an automatic member of CONCRA, but none of them know it. So at some point we will have to tell them that they have been members of CONCRA ever since they became residents, and maybe, and this is yet to be determined, that will also entitle them to be members of NACRA.
Yeah. Every state that has organized is totally different. And it's strange that it ended up that way, because in the beginning, all 9 states were 100% together on what they should do. So it's been strange watching the development of this. I feel lucky. I had one of the key players in formulating NACRA, Milt Brummer, lived in the same community I lived in, and I spent hours with him picking his brain. And he thought the beauty of NACRA, as compared to the state organizations, that everybody in NACRA was together, and everybody in the states were not together. And boy, how wrong he was. So it's been interesting to see this happen. I think what we're doing now is probably the beginning of a work in progress, and I don't think it's going to occur overnight, but I think it will occur, because it seems to me like the way NACRA should have went in the very beginning. But they had to do a lot of floundering, and their view in the very beginning was that if you were a state and you joined NACRA as a chapter, and they called states chapters then, every resident in your state was automatically a member of NACRA. And I used to use that premise when I would call on U.S. Congress representatives and senators, because it gives us a lot more numbers. And then one day I was sitting in Senator Bill Nelson's office, and he says, "How many of all these members pay you dues, and how much are the dues?"
Uh-oh.
And, of course, at that point, we had just started signing up individual members as dues-paying members, and I think we had about 40 at that time. And he said, "You got 40 people."
I don't really need to say anything. I just
doing for them. I said, "Well, Senator, we still got some growing pains we got to go through, and I think right now we're in the middle of those growing pains. And if we can keep Jack healthy, I think he's the guy that understands what residents need, and that the best way to get it is for all of us to be on the same page trying to get it for them. And with that knowledge he has, he can work back and forth with different states on an affiliation agreement. Now, I don't, personally, I don't see any difference between affiliation and chapters. I guess maybe technically they are, but I have a hard time seeing them. I thought it extremely interesting to read the exchange between him and the state president of Illinois working towards coming to an agreement on an affiliation between the state of Illinois and NACRA. And also, again, working with the state of Washington, and I think, Jack don't know this, but I'm going to call on him to give us an update on that. I think they're about ready to sign the agreement now, and hopefully that's the information we're going to get today. So, Dick, you don't feel alone, but every state is different, and that's the way to say it, isn't it?